I've started making artwork inspired by that nature and also using things found in nature to make my art. My name is Alice Langlois, and I'm an artist and filmmaker specializing in stop-motion animation. I started doing stop-motion while I was in college, and at the Rhode Island School of Design, where I got my bachelor's, they have something called the Nature Lab, which is basically like a library, but full of natural things instead of books. So instead of checking out a textbook, you could check out a skull or a cool rock or some preserved plant matter. While I was there, I fell in love with the Nature Lab, and I found that they had microscopes and specimens to study, and I found out that if I put different specimens under the microscope, I could animate with them. And that just unlocked something for me. It was so cool and fun, and I just wanted to do it all the time. So I started using butterfly wings, feathers, rocks, seashells, bones, anything that I could find to start making these experimental animations with. And it just became a huge part of my process. Now, wherever I go, I see all of these things existing in nature and also see them as artistic tools to create this sort of eco-sustainable stop motion. When I'm doing stop motion outside, I'm bringing a couple different things. My laptop and a hard drive, a camera and a tripod. I'm basically just going somewhere where I know there are things that I can collect or interesting things to photograph. I have software in my computer called Dragon Frame, which is sort of the industry standard for stop motion, and that allows me to connect my computer to my camera and animate while seeing it on my computer. I'll just collect usually anywhere from, 5 to 10 or 50 to 100 objects, whether it's leaves or rocks or sand dollars on the beach, and I'll find somewhere to set up and just point my camera at the ground or wherever I'm animating and just start placing objects. I'll place an object down, I'll take a picture of it or move it around, and I'll take another picture. I just kind of try to go at it with no expectations. I can't really expect a leaf or a flower to look a certain way, so I let the objects that I find inform what art I make when I'm outside. I think that it's definitely a gift to be able to work in a creative industry while pursuing my own independent creative ventures on my own. A couple of years ago, I made a film called Bestiary Unknown, which I love. It's in partnership with the Zymoglyphic Museum, which is a small museum in Portland that has all sorts of preserved natural objects, turning these objects into animated creatures as a sort of found footage artifact to add to this museum. I've also been experimenting with making costumes, also having to do with art and ecology. All my costumes are usually some kind of animal that inspires me, and from my professional experience, I've learned a lot about costume making, and so this has just been a fun outlet. When it comes to themes of environmental concerns, climate change, and wildlife conservation, in my artwork, it's really, really important to me that I share my deep passion and love for the environment with other people. I think that while everybody in the world should care about the environment and the earth, because it's our home and it's the only one we've got, it's not always easy to get somebody to feel the same way about it as you do. And I think that even when we try to educate people about the environment and why it's so important to save it, it doesn't necessarily make somebody care or have that emotional connection. And I think that's where art comes in. When I make my art, that's what I'm trying to share with people. I'm trying to create things that give people that sense of wonder that I feel just by being outside. When I see a snail on a leaf or a bird fly by, or I go on a hike and see a beautiful view, I think about how much I care about the earth and how much I want to help fight climate change and just save this place that I love so much. And so I hope that when people see my art, they have that moment of just pure wonderment and curiosity that makes them want to go out into the world and see more of it and save it.